straight loss here. Is there something about Morgantown?
Yeah, it's the buildings and the trees and the river and everything. I think that really caused us to play poor. Yeah, there's some about it is that West Virginia's aggressive and they've got a real good team and they're well coached and certainly there's going to be a lot of teams that lose here. But yeah, there's nothing about Morgantown. It's more about how their team played against our team.
Coach, what was the difference tonight in the fact that they were able to hold down your shooters and keep your score down?
Well, the biggest difference, I mean, the game in a nutshell is that they were so much more aggressive and quicker. They were far more athletic than we were. They played, rim high above the rim. We didn't. They beat us off the bounce whenever they wanted to, and really exposed our perimeter defense a lot. And then we were atrocious offensively as far as taking care of the basketball. So there were a lot of things that we didn't do well, but I think if we just talk about how poorly we played, then it takes away the credit that West Virginia deserves for really getting after us and forcing us to play poorly.
Just seeing West Virginia's press from last year to this year, is it better, different at all?
I'm sure that they can do different things with it. I actually thought we had a decent game plan on how to attack it. That shows you how much I know because we didn't. And I thought with two little guards out there that are good ball handlers, we could actually attack the pressure and handle the pressure. But we were out of sync the whole night. But their press is good. I mean, don't get me wrong. And I think Carter is great. I thought he was tremendous as far as taking Frank out.
So what was that game plan? What did you want to attack?
We thought we could throw over, which we did numerous times. We thought we could play the numbers behind it. We knew that they would trap crosses and ball screens. We thought we could play out of that. So we thought we could do some things to it. But we were just such a bad passing team and handling team. Their press was really good, but we had a lot of unforced errors.
Coach, you talked about the game plan at all. Jason Page, nice game for West Virginia. Where do you fit in the game plan? Where do you expect it?
He's probably their, I'd have to look at it, but he may be their leading scorer per minute for the season. I know Devin's the leading scorer, but Carter right there at 12-8 or 12-9 or whatever it is. But he scored at a pretty good pace per minute, and we talked a lot about him as far as having played probably about as well as any of their players thus far this year. So there was nothing that he did that we didn't talk about quite a bit.
Even when you have success against the press, when it speeds you up sometimes and you take quick shots, is that kind of a fool's gold thing? Even when you make a couple shots,
it was fool's gold that we were up 13-9. We had thrown the ball inside once, made 3 threes, but if you go back and watch that tape, and of course we will, I'll bet you we're up 13-9, something like that, and I bet you if we had not gotten 3 50-50 balls that should have been ours, and they, how many times did Devontae Graham have the rebound when we were up early, and then Carter come right behind and steal it from him immediately and make a layup? It happened with Wayne. It happened Brandon Green. It happened with. I mean, they got active hands, and we talk so much about them being more dangerous a lot of times from behind than they are in front of you, and certainly they were.
Did they do anything to take Frank out of his game, or did you just have an off night?
He was just not. It just seemed like to me that he wasn't engaged emotionally tonight. I don't know what it was. I was so nervous about the weather. I know you guys find that right, but I was so nervous about the weather because Frank had 25 family members coming, and then you start worrying about if they can get here and that kind of stuff. And so I said, hey, we'll let you know when they get here. We'll do this, but I don't think that was it. But I mean that kind of stuff bothers me because this is the only chance I had a chance to see him play. So I don't think that was it. But he wasn't himself tonight. I don't know what that was.
Coach, this has nothing really to do with the game, but just the experience of traveling to get here before the game and then the traffic and the weather and the delay. Is that a unique experience or an unusual experience?
Yeah, but I don't buy into that stuff. Hey, the West Virginia kids probably had a hard time getting here too.
Yeah.
So matter of fact, when we got here, some of the West Virginia, I think Miles and Paige were just getting here when we got here. So obviously they had plenty of time to get ready for the game. So I don't buy in. I don't buy into that at all as far as being a negative, because you got to be able to roll with things like that. Just hopefully nobody was seriously injured, because there had as many ambulances and police cars we saw. There had to be numerous wrecks. So hopefully nothing was too serious.
Did Frank's family make it?
I'm not positive.
When did you guys get here?
We got here about right before 6. It wasn't bad.
Do you think the 2 road games in a row were tough on you guys?
Yeah, but everybody in the league plays equal. I mean, everybody plays road games. We didn't play poorly tonight because it was 2 road games in a row. So we played poorly tonight because they were a lot better than us. And we ourselves didn't do what we needed to do to put ourselves in a position to make a run at them late. You play a top 10 team in the country on the road. It would be hard for anybody to win that game. But we just didn't. We didn't give out. We didn't give a great effort.
You guys talk so much about the streak and obviously wanted to continue. You're only 4 games in, but you emphasize this. Does this mean anything they held to serve at home? That's really all they did. But
well, they'll be an extremely difficult team to beat at home, just like they were last year, just because of the matchups. But you know, it's too early to talk about anything like that. You know, we really don't talk about it that much. I think there's a lot of people that ask us questions that forces us to talk about it. But you know, it's something that we want to do, but not do it because, you know, it's a number. Do it because this would be great for this team to be able to accomplish that. But certainly, you know, people are going to lose in this league. I'd be shocked if anybody runs the table and goes 18-0. So, but certainly West Virginia's put themselves in a great position because they've got two good road wins and obviously a great win tonight.
West Virginia takes on Oklahoma on Saturday. Is there any comment on that game?
Where's that game at?
I don't know.
No, there'll be 2 good teams playing. I tell you, the Sooners better play. I'll tell you, West Virginia better play because both teams are good. So it should be a fun game. There's going to be a lot of games like that in our league.